Today we're in Oklahoma City at the Western Oklahoma Electrical JTC, Local 1141. We've got the fourth year apprentices here with us. We're going to do a little bit of training on the new BENDstation Rigid from Southwire. Now, we've had the BENDstation Pro out for a while. Have any of you guys saw that in the field and used it?
Yes, sir.
You have? So if you guys like that tool?
Very convenient.
This is a real convenient tool and it's a good tool. So we got asked a lot if we're going to make a rigid version of it. So that version has came out now and it's this BENDstation Rigid. It's got a lot of the same features, but I'll kind of go over them. So it's got 3 levels of conduit storage on it, so it'll hold about 500 or 600 feet of conduit. You can see here on the back we have a chain vise. This chain vise has 2 degrees of tip, so that when you're threading back here, the oil will run out of the pipe. It's also, you can locate it either parallel with the cart, or if you've got plenty of room, you can set that perpendicular like that. So we've got a workbench top to prefab your parts. You can see the integrated ruler. This level of storage here is for all your materials, so that's where you put all your different fittings and everything you need. Now when we get up here to the front, compared to other mechanical benders that you guys might have used in the field, we've improved the gear ratio in this, and we have also added steel rollers back here. A lot of the other benders just use metal to metal slide, and that creates a lot of friction. But those 2 things that we've done has resulted in this handle being 40% easier to pull. In other words, this is 40% easier to bend with. So that's pretty cool, right? So you can see the nice big protractor on board here. When you guys have used those other mechanical benders in the field, did you have to use a handheld protractor?
Yeah.
That's correct. That's just the way we have to do it. But with this nice large protractor here on board, then you're going to be able to make accurate bends the first time. So I'm going to spin you a conduit. So now you'd have your conduit up here on this rack. So we'd take it and place it against the far side of the ruler. We'll bump it up till it stops. We'll make our mark. And let's position that head. So we'll go back in. It's just almost exactly like the benders that you guys have been used to. So there we go. We've got the protractor zeroed, so we'll go ahead and make this bend. And this, guys, is just actually awfully easy.
Oh, wow.
Have you guys bent a lot of rigid conduit?
Yes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me have you step up and just bend that a couple of bends real quick. And I'm going to show you one more thing. Go ahead and all the way down this time. Okay, now I'm going to have you step out. So another thing that we've done is we've added 4 different positions to choose from. In other words, it has 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that way you, as an operator, are able to choose the height that you like it. Some of the other benders, you have 2 actually clicks, and so you can only choose from 2 positions. It's actually kind of low or kind of high. So that's pretty convenient, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to bend this to allow for spring back. I'm going to bend that to about 94, about right there. So we'll take it out, flip it right back up here on the cart. The front of this is a square. Now can you look at that and see, is that almost perfectly a perfect 90?
Yes, sir.
It is. So once you guys know your spring back, you're going to allow for that spring back on there. So I bent to 94 on this conduit, but once you know what your spring back is, that's where you'll bend to every time. So now we'd be able to make our mark on here. Let's say we're going to cut that 38 inches long. We go right back here to our vise. And now we'd be able to cut and thread that conduit right on this cart. Does everybody like that?
Yes,
It's a pretty cool tool.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So have you guys used a lot of mechanical benders in the field?
Yes.
Show of hands. So several of you guys. So compared, and let me make that point. If you're using a regular mechanical bender of somebody else's brand, so to do everything that you're doing right here, you would need the bender. You would need a vise. That's 2 pieces of equipment, right? You'd need a conduit rack to get some conduit to your area, right? That's 3. And then you'd need a material cart to haul your, your fittings and material. So this replaces 4 different pieces of equipment. So 2 or 3 things. When you're first setting up, this is 1 move out, the other is move 4. If you get done in this location, if you get done in a location and have to move, you're going to move this 1 or move 4 pieces. So can you guys kind of see the big advantages to using a tool like this?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well thank you guys.